Ari, where are we?
At the track.
Why?
Training. Alone training.
Are you telling me we're doing this voluntarily? Ari and I decided we want to get in shape before the test actually starts. So we're doing some benchmarks several months out. Well, we've done our benchmarks and I'm all sweaty. But I think it went well. I'm not in as bad of shape as I thought. My mile was under 8 minutes just. I've got about a minute to knock off if I want to meet my goal of 7 for when training starts, but I've got 4 or 5 months to do that. Now I'm very sore and very tired and I'm going to go take a shower. Guys, you are looking at the new official leader of the Haruko TA program. Yay! I'm doing it with Devin, but technically, like, I'm the leader and then he's, like, the co-leader, so I'm like, because I'm older and they don't want people to be worried about that, but really we're co-leaders. I just had a meeting with Devin and Alec, who did it before, right? And got a bunch of notes on all the stuff we have to do to get that going. It's that, like, sense of satisfaction that it's like, I knew this was coming, but it still feels really good, you know? So, we just had the first session of Everblue, which is the D&D campaign that I created and am DMing. It's themed around pirates, and I think it went pretty well. I think we're off to a good start. Obviously, it's a little slow to start, because I'm still trying to figure out how, like, ship combat works. Yeah, that's gonna take some practice, I think. There's actually one character who I spent hours working on with Reese. I was helping him design it and put it together. I filmed some of it, so you might get to see that. But it's it's really fun because that character has a pretty cool backstory, and we're leaving it a surprise. So if any of my players are watching, I've got something to look forward to there. But anyway, he keeps, like, alluding to things and the other players don't pick up on it, but I'm, like, trying so hard not to laugh. And it's like, ooh. But I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be really great. I feel like I've made this playground and I'm just so excited for them to run around in it.
Mass cytometry. Cytometry. Look at your tabs. I'm looking at your tabs.
Oh, I was like, you're gonna call your character mass cytometry? You don't want to be a hill dwarf? I think you'd make a great hill dwarf.
On a boat?
That would be gold. Please, Dad.
Okay, I'll be a hill dwarf. The masons tools. It has to be masons.
We're gonna be taking so many stone-related checks on a big boat. I really don't know anything about D&D. Which is funny, because I'm the DM. I have to, like, stop and ask Kenneth and Tavi and Benjamin, like, what their rules are. He's also super... Okay, everyone's really charismatic. We're a very charismatic team of pirates, okay.
I'll be from the Everdark Sea. I am a monster.
Well, I know, but, like... You're a hill dwarf, not a sea dwarf.
No, but they liked me. I have an affinity with them. No. There are nobody like me. It's okay.
You don't have a family?
No, I don't have a family. My family were the monsters.
Are you making that character decision, or are you just making jokes?
Friends, by an odd coincidence of events, I find myself in a most unusual circumstance. You see, my internship meeting was cancelled today, and the other thing that I thought I had to do, I actually got the day wrong. And I happen to be in this weird limbo area where I have been extremely productive over the last 2 days, and my to-do list is not yet refilled. So, all this to say, I have a free afternoon. The solution: park, a dog, and a book I've been dying to read. I was given this for my birthday, along with the next two in the series that's based on a podcast that I told you about called The Adventure Zone, and this is the graphic novel, and I finally get to read it.
How's that fear of spiders treating you? I prefer the term non-proficiency with spiders. How's that not helping kill the monster thing treating you?
He's right, Merle. You're up. What's it gonna be? What's your move?
Is there some kind of spell where you can pick up something heavy and throw it? Oh, I know where you're going with this. Flash. Grab. Not where I was going. Not where I was going.
Oh, what the hell? We'll make it work.
Cannonball!
I know these pages probably mean nothing to most of you, but to me they are glorious, and I have cherished these moments in podcast form, and now I get to see them, and I just have to share that with you. So, one more page, okay? One more page. You gotta see this one. It's good, I promise.
Hey, Magic Brian. Abraca you!
It seems you have learned well from me. You took some pointers from my rad magic missiles. Hello?
Were you waiting for me? I actually already said my one cool thing.
So, I'm in kind of a risky mood right now. Before you call the cops on me, risky for me means I did not get my work done the second I hung up from a Zoom meeting with my internship professor person. Instead, I am spontaneously going to Joann's Fabrics because I just had this urge to do a new sewing project, which I haven't done in a while, and I'm sorry my camera's tilted, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. It's a little bit scary. I'm procrastinating. Not everything has to be done before it's even assigned, okay? I have to let go of that. Well, I certainly paid for my earlier recklessness and emotional energy because it took a little longer than I expected, and I ended up freaking out a little bit trying to get to Haruko on time to teach, why I'm in uniform right now. I've got this fabric, which doesn't come out so well on camera, but it's really pretty, and I'm gonna make a shirt out of it. But I'm gonna have to modify the pattern a little bit because I want to use this as a trim. This is a super cool fabric. It doesn't show up as well on camera, but so these two together should be pretty awesome. And I'm gonna make a skirt out of this, a very simple one, and I'm going to again trim it with this, which is the same as this one but in red. And this is a super, again, camera, the lighting, but this is a super pretty color. It's darker than it looks, so that's gonna be super cool together, I think. I don't have a pattern for that, but honestly I don't think I need a pattern because what I want to do is gonna be super simple. I have to say, fabric shopping, possibly my favorite type of shopping. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. There's so many cool things, and even if like you know, like, okay, I'm not gonna use the like bright pink sequin fabric, it's still cool to see it. It's so much fun. Okay, I'm sewing a buttonhole, right? And that happened. Mid-buttonhole. I think what just happened is my needle fell out. It's a pretty old sewing machine. Oh my lord. I don't know if you can see this, but my needle is bent. It is broken. So much for that. I don't know where to find another needle like this. Another sewing machine needle. So I just put the bent one back in. I tried to straighten it out a little bit, but it's still kind of bad. So I'm just gonna do another practice, I guess, and see if it can sew a buttonhole with a bent needle. Right there. See that? that is the tip of my needle that has snapped off.
I thought the bent needle was well, now it is well and truly fun times. Surely I won't be able to break all of these, right? We are wild. We are like young volcanoes. Americana, exotica. Do you wanna feel a little beautiful lady? Oh, whoa, whoa. That is buttonholes done. What do you think? It's a little bit super girly, but nothing wrong with that. I don't know if I want it like centered or like on the side, asymmetrical. Maybe like just a little bit off center. Kind of like that. I'm pretty happy with it. Hello, I'm sweaty and disgusting because I have just run approximately a 1.5 miles at the pace of a 7-minute mile. There was a break in the middle. I can't run a 1.5 miles in 11.5 minutes. You know, I'm training for that 7-minute mile goal by January, and actually, you know what? I think I might be closer to it than I think. Because when I'm running with the treadmill, you know, I can just set the speed to 8.5, which is a 7-minute mile. And I can just go for as long as I can go. And I've been doing about 1/2 mile and then taking a break and then doing another 1/2 mile. And this time I timed it off of a song because it's easier if you're distracted, right? So instead of looking at the counter, I just like put on my music. I was like, okay, I have a minute left in this song and then I'll go to the end of the next song. So that's about 4.5 minutes. And it ended up being about like 0.65 or something. And then I did another one and I did the same thing, except that then I went a little bit longer just to get it to 0.75. And honestly, I think I probably could have gone longer. It's just a matter of willpower. But anyway, so I've just done that. And now here I am and I'm about to do class. So great, double workout. But you know, honestly, I think I could probably do it. I mean, it's going to be a challenge to translate that over to the track because I can't, 8.5 miles per hour feels faster than I should be running a mile. And even if I physically can do it, I don't know if mentally I'll realize that. Like, what if I push it too fast? What if I overestimate or underestimate? And it's difficult. If I can physically do it, I mean, that's step one. That's step one right there. Anyway, class now. See you later. Whew, I just finished class. Okay. I actually had to leave like 2 minutes early because I have an internship meeting right now, even though I'm even more gross and sweaty. That's cool. See ya. Bye. So we did that one, and that's an Aya, and then we go fwa, and then fwa, and then from here, oh, this is the circle, okay, so we go, wait, fwa, and then side kick, and then we land in a front stance, and then, okay, and then it's the front kick, back kick, nice in middle. Perfect. We got this already.